everyone. Let's talk about how to actually prove the narcissist is a narcissist in court. Yeah, I know what's on your mind. You are thinking, it's not fair. It's not fair. How do they get away with it? Everybody's buying the narcissist lies. They're lying in court. They're lying to the judge, and everybody's believing it. And you feel like all you're doing is spending money, and you're having to go to this lawyer and that lawyer and this lawyer. And how are you ever going to get ahead, right? I know, I've heard it all because I'm a lawyer and I've been doing this for a long time. And I'm gonna tell you in this video how lawyers can actually prove narcissist abuse in court. All right, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm the best-selling author of the book, Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win. And if you haven't already subscribed here, I invite you to do that now so that you don't miss out on the powerful strategies I share to help you reclaim your power and not just beat the narcissist now, but actually get your freedom back, get your life back, and become the best version of yourself. All right, so it's vital to understand what the breakdown is. So many people feel like the court system is stacked against you. And in a way, it kind of is. And the reason why I'm going to tell you that is because it's not built to get punitive damages for you. If a person's been a narcissist, that's not its job. Its job, especially, if you're in a divorce situation, is to divide assets or to give people their kids, give people time with their kids. That's the job. Or, if there's a spousal support claim, then okay, even if it's a business dispute, maybe it's a probate litigation claim, or maybe it's something else, right? Defamation, whatever it is. The job of the judge is to apply the law agnostically, to go, okay, what statute applies here? And let me see how it's been interpreted by case law and move on. And you've got a judge who more than likely has way too many cases on their docket and more than likely has heard everybody on their brother and sister, on the whole freaking planet at this point. Everyone's a narcissist now. So they don't want to hear about that. That's on one side of it. And by the way, judges are overworked, underpaid, maybe highly esteemed, sort of, at this point, I don't even know. They're government workers. That's what they are. They get paid the same regardless of what you decide to do. They're not getting paid more. There's no bonus involved. They do get evaluated based on how quickly they get cases off their dockets or how often they get appealed. If they are appealed too often or things happen, they're not going to get reelected or reappointed, depending on how it is that they got that position in the first place. They're not lifetime appointees like the Supreme Court, the US Supreme Court, right? If they're looking to stay in that job for a long period of time, then they may just choose the safe route. There's a lot at play politically for the judge as well. So you got to think about that. That's one side of the equation. So, they might just take the safe route and go, it's easier for me to just see what's going on here. Okay, apply. The other side of it is from your perspective. Let's say it's a divorce situation. What you may be coming into this as, hey, I got married for life and I expected that this was going to be my life. I signed up to be married to a person who I thought was going to be the love bomb version, and they turned out to be the devil from hell, the worst possible thing ever. And I didn't expect that. And somebody's got to pay. Somebody's got to make up for this to me. I want somebody to help me. And so there's this disconnect here. And so, you may be going, hey, somebody's got to make this up to me. Well, you can't look to the judge to do that because the judge's job, that's not the judge's job. So, what you need to do is figure out how you're going to present this to the judge, to the court in a way that they're going to care. Because if you don't, then that's where you fall short. From a divorce perspective, there's something else that is really important for you to understand. And that is that there is a big, huge myth out there. And that is that no fault means that fault never matters. And that is flatly wrong, because no fault just means that you don't have to prove fault in order to get a divorce. In the old days, you had to prove grounds like abuse or adultery. Nowadays, you don't. You just have to say that the marriage is irretrievably broken or something like that. But fault matters all the time. You can say that somebody has been a horrible parent. You can say that somebody's wasted assets. You can say that somebody's been a liar. And then that will be taken into consideration depending on what the statute provides. And that's where you look at the terms of your statute. And that's when you start speaking the language of the court. And that's how you get the judge to care. Does this make sense? If this makes sense, give me a yes in the comments. This is where you build your connection between what you care about and what the judge is going to care about. Now, how are you going to do this? You can't obviously just come in and say the things that you want to say, because then it's just your word against the other person's word. You've got to have proof. What's your proof? Your proof is going to be in your documentation. Your documentation is going to be your detailed records. It could be emails, it could be texts, it could be witnesses, it could be videos. There's a number of different things it could be, but you want to keep detailed records of everything, all interactions with that narcissist, dates, times, specifics. It could be voicemails, anything that demonstrates their behavior. I've had people keep meticulous records, and then those things end up being summaries. You can keep timelines. Timelines end up being beautiful. You think that you have it in your head, but when you start laying it out and you start to see what it is on paper or on your screen or whatever it is nowadays, you will get to see patterns. It is those patterns that end up being the gold for you, because they never think that you're going to keep track. When they say, hey, I'm Mr. Dad, I'm Mr. Dad. And then when they ask for a change in the schedule, 50% of the time in a 4-month period, it becomes gold. But you've got to document it. You document behavior, and that, or you have coworkers, or you have piano teachers, or you have whoever it is that helps you, because it paints a comprehensive picture of the environment, of the community, of everything that's been going on. Because you got to understand, the judge walks out, they don't know you. And a lot of times, all they see is the reaction from you. Because you know what they do. They bait you, they trigger you, and then the narcissist goes, oh, there's the crazy one over there. See, I'm the calm, wonderful one. You see that I'm the one who is nice and wonderful, Your Honor. And the way they do it is just so manipulative, and you know that, right? So you have to establish patterns of behavior. The other way that you can do it, if you can afford it, is bringing in experts, third-party neutral experts for forensics. It could be a custody evaluation. It could be for a lifestyle analysis, for income or purposes of support. It could be for business valuations. But the more that you can have those third-party neutral evaluators, the better it is. You better make sure it's somebody that you're going to trust, who's going to do a good job. I'm always really careful about that. Oftentimes, I also like to use technology to my advantage, digital communications, keep things in real time is really, really helpful. If you think you're going to go back and recreate, it's just not helpful. You want to stay organized in real time. Have an organizer for your cases. Have an organizer for your timeline. I would have a coach. I train coaches. I have coaches that are available to help you. I have my programs to help you. I have all kinds of a suite of resources for you. If you want a resource to get you started that's free, go to my free Crush My Negotiation Prep Playbook at winmynegotiation.com. It's a great place to get you started. Also, my free Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, get you started there. You definitely want to have a suite of tools, resources, people who are going to support you, because obviously they're going to gaslight you. They're going to light you up with litigation. They're going to ignore your court orders. They're going to ignore your attempts to get discovery. I mean, I would definitely use subpoenas where you can, because they're going to give you half of replies and they're going to make you work for everything, make it as expensive as possible, and then make sure it's your fault. I mean, everything's going to be a thing. And you want to have a good lawyer, not to overly rely on, because you just want to use the lawyer for just the parts that you need, which is just to present the law, present the case. Everything else you want to organize. You want to be driving the bus and you want to know what you're doing. That's where I come in to help you with that through my programs, because I'm here to help you save your money, put it in your pocket. So proving narcissistic abuse can be daunting, but not really, because they are very simple to understand. They're simple creatures to understand. They're difficult to deal with, but they're simple to understand. So remember, you're not alone. Don't try to do this alone. That's how you can prove narcissistic abuse. I have helped people win. They only win if you give it. You absolutely can do this. You have to believe it. You must believe that you can do it. That's how you start. If you think you're going to give up and you think that you're going to lose, they have you. The minute that you think that, they have you. So don't give them that satisfaction. So if you like this video, give it a like, give it a share, and make sure that you subscribe here and hit that notification bell. Remember, you have the power to reclaim your life and thrive. There's still going to be narcissists. You're going to thrive. You're going to move on, and you're going to live your best life. You're going to negotiate your best life. And the next video that you're going to watch to help you do that is attorney shares the best responses to false allegations, how to win in court versus your accusers. So go watch that video next, and I will see you there. Shopify helps millions sell billions around the world through their digital courses, through their digital products, at the touch of a button, on their smartphones, on social media, however they want, including me, at shop.rebeccazung.com. You can access your store from all over the world, just a touch of a button from your smartphones. Start accepting payments. Everything you need to sell online, manage orders, and develop relationships in one place and look fabulous doing it. Shopify is the commerce platform that is revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide, including my own, at shop.rebeccazung.com. So right now, what you need to do is sign up for a $1 a month trial period at shopify.com/bestlife. All lowercase. Go to shopify.com/bestlife to take your retail business to the next level today. Shopify.com/bestlife.